Didn't know that thing would. Oh my god! I just knocked over the whole tower. It wasn't me. There's no video evidence. Hello everybody, it is Yield here and welcome back to another episode of Besiege, and today I have a bunch more crazy contraptions for us to get looking at. Now the first one, you're already taking a look at this bad boy. It is an RC helicopter in Besiege. How crazy did that sound? It is a remote controlled helicopter in Besiege. That is crazy cool. So we're gonna actually go ahead and we're gonna just start looking at this here, but we seem to have an entire remote and an entire little helicopter there, which is totally cool. You can see it right there. And the whole remote. Now, the way we control this is if we use T, F, G, and H. Those are all of those controls. And if you do that, you can actually see the remote changing as we press all those buttons, which is really cool. So that's how you control it. But if we actually go ahead and use X, you can see that we'll actually start to take off. Now, I'm not sure if I'm prepared yet to actually go ahead and take off, but I'm thinking I may be ready soon. Now, there are a few controls that we can use to change up the camera. 2 is an angle on the remote, I believe. Okay, so that's 2, and if we actually were to try and take off, that's a remote on the helicopter, so it's a third-person camera. Now, if we want to press 3, that'll be a third-person view on the actual remote control, I believe. So if we go ahead and we start to try and take off here, we'll stay looking at the remote while we're we're trying to fly this thing. Oh god, it crashed already. I wasn't paying attention. Shoot. But lastly, if you go ahead and you press 1, you can actually get a first-person view of the helicopter, which is probably the best for flying, either that or 2. I'm not really sure which is best for flying, but the best for coolness, I would have to say, is from F3, from pressing 3 and getting an actual view of the remote while you fly it, because that's just so much cooler, being able to watch the remote as you fly a RC helicopter. But I think it's time. We've waited long enough. I've been talking long enough. We're gonna take this thing to the skies, so let's give it a whirl. We're gonna prepare. So X is how we take off, and I got everything else prepared, so here we go. It's off, and here we go. We're flying. This is so cool. Oh, no, I got okay, watching the remote may not be the most logical way to go about this. Okay, so this time I want to try from the second camera so we can actually get a view from behind the helicopter and see how it goes. So we're going to start off and we're going to see how this thing flies. Now, this actually flies pretty well, I must say. It's it's really cool. And it's a lot easier to fly than it was looking at the remote, I must say that much. Okay, so in a previous video, we were flying a plane, and we tried to go ahead and land on top of the, whatever you want to call this little box here. And we actually were pretty successful. It took quite a few tries. But now I want to try and do that with our helicopter here. It shouldn't be nearly as hard since it's a helicopter. And yeah, there we go. We got here. I may have broken my entire vehicle on the way up here, but still, we made it. We may be stranded though, because I just managed to break off every single propeller we had, but still, we made it. Now, apparently there are actually a few more controls that I may have missed while I was trying to test this puppy out, which is that there are actually a few different options, which are, if you go ahead and you use the up and down arrows, you can actually change the angle of the blades, which you're seeing right now, which actually makes it so the helicopter is a bit more stable, apparently. And also, when we take off, there's also a down thrust ability. So if we go ahead and, oh god, I guess, okay, I'm just gonna not mess with the angle of the blades, because that just managed to destroy my vehicle in about 3 seconds flat. So let's not do that again. So apparently it's actually another button that will make it so we can go down quicker, which is Z. So if we press Z, we'll go like straight down, which I don't really see the purpose in that, because I feel like you'll go down quick enough if you just stop going upward. So I really don't understand the reason for that key, but hey, that is there as well. And lastly, this helicopter also, oh my god, I didn't know that thing would, oh my god, I just knocked over the whole tower. It wasn't me. There's no video evidence. But the last thing that you can do with this is you can actually change the yaw, which is to basically, I don't really know. It's some form of turning your helicopter as well, which is, I don't really know. I don't really know how it works. It just basically does this. It turns the helicopter in this way. But all in all, this was a really, really cool creation here. Everything came out really well, and it was just cool how you could actually pilot just by looking at a little remote here on here. So let's just take it off one more time. And woohoo! Oh, that is so cool. So cool. And let's go to the first person camera. We actually didn't test out the first person camera, but it's actually quite shaky, but still super awesome. And I can already see we're gonna go crashing down in any second now. Oh god, oh god, oh god! I can't control it! Oh god! No, 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 no! Oh god! And now the people are attacking. Oh god. Oh no. We're doomed. Nothing more we can do. Oh wait, actually, we managed to kill one guy. Great. Okay, so for our second creation of the day, we are taking a look at a dirt bike in Besiege, and this thing's pretty cool, I'm gonna be honest. So there are actually quite a few camera angles in this one, but the coolest thing about it is that there is just, it's basically arrow control. So all you gotta do is use your arrow keys and this thing can drive, and it can almost, it's kind of like an actual dirt bike where it has kind of this drifting thing going on with it. I mean, I've already failed with it, but it kind of drifts, which is cool. And oh god. But the cameras are what is really cool about this thing, which is if we press F, there are actually two cameras, the first person view and the third person. So if you want to check it out like this, you can do that just driving around, maybe running over a few village people, you know, normal stuff. Just, you know, driving over entire towns with a dirt bike. That happens normally, right? That's not just my town, right? But there's also the first person camera, which if we do this, it is so much cooler because you get to experience it firsthand, knocking down tiny little town carts and whatnot. It's so great. Oh, I love it so much. Now, not only does it have the first person, it also has a few other camera modes as well, which are the pretty sick looking cameras, which is if we press G, we can get this really cool looking camera mode, which is like a really low under or like side below camera view, which looks really cool as well. And we've lost a wheel. That is never good. But the last camera as well is this one, which is kind of a back view, so you can get a rear view as well, which is super cool as well. Lost our wheel again. My god, I gotta work on my driving. Although, it might be kind of hard when I'm looking out the back of my vehicle. But all in all, this is actually a really cool little bike, I must say. Everything in it drives really well. But actually, I may have forgotten to mention the coolest thing about this, which is if you actually press C, this thing shoots a cannon out of its exhaust pipe. Like, oh my goodness. If I can not fall over, oh my god. How are we gonna get up? Oh, we're just spinning. This is fine. This is fine, guys. No, this is perfect. Nothing wrong with this. So basically the tailpipe right here, this little thing, is actually a cannon. So when we press C, it does actually shoot out a cannonball, which is kind of funny. But what's also just so cool about it is it just makes it look so much cooler. So if you actually start driving while you do that, it's like you've got a little bit of nitrous shooting out of the back of your vehicle. Pew, 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 pew. Which is so cool. I love it so much. Now, this vehicle is super cool, and I want to try and pull off some tricks with this thing. So let's go ahead and find ourselves somewhere cool to go jumping off of. Now, guys, we have gone ahead and gone all the way up to the top of this little cube. I just thought, you know what? We were already up here today. Why not just do it again and see how it would work riding an entire motorbike off of this thing? But then I thought, you know what, riding our motorbike slash dirt bike off of this, that would be cool. But would be even cooler is if we put on zero gravity. Oh, okay, maybe. Okay, it might be kind of hard to drive this if it's floating. Okay, I take that back. Let's just play it without zero gravity mode. Sounds like a plan. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so is everyone ready? Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go! And don't forget our cannons. Alley-oop! Doing the 360s. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay, that went a lot worse than expected. Okay, this time, first person mode. What could go wrong, right? Let's give it a go. Cannons going off, and there we go, there we go, there we go. Can we stop it? Oh my god! This is just crazy tricks galore. And we've nailed it, guys. Woo! Man, I like to see someone pull that off better than me. I mean, like, look how well everything came out. Man, we're even all in one piece. It's great. It's great. Okay, so I think one last jump off would be good enough. So let's give it a whirl. Let's go off this thing. And I had to try out some of the other camera modes as we fell. And oh, man, did that go great. I think maybe that's enough crashing and dying for one day. So let's go ahead and check out our next creation. So here we have it, guys. The Sniper Attack Walker. Now, this thing is loaded with firepower, and when I mean loaded, I mean loaded. So it's got multiple ways of attack. It has a short range, 4 short range rockets, which is always swell. It's got 2 cannons, and it has a set of flamethrowers up front, which are all outstanding ways of attack. Now, in order to send off our rockets, all we've got to do is press 1 through 4. So I don't really know how we're going to control these, but let's hope, actually, let's try aiming for this village. Oh my god, we're already falling apart, but it's okay. Here we go. This thing is gonna go great. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my god, what is happening? Dude, we're gonna blow ourselves up with this rate. What? It seems that all of these short-range rockets are really short-range, as in shoot yourselves short-range, which is always swell, but apparently our armor is actually bomb-proof, so it's not gonna really hurt us, even if it hits us. It's mostly in case we gotta deal with any short range of these guys over here. So in case they attack us, we'll have that armor ready to defend, and those bombs will not hurt us, and they'll only hurt the guys who are attacking us. Now, these cannons are also a very viable source of attack. Actually, probably more viable because they can actually shoot in a longer range. But what makes them cool is we can also turn them by using U, H, J, and K, all to turn them as well, which is fantastic. And if we want to shoot them, all we have to press is C and V, which shoot cannons both, which is fantastic. So if we actually do want to try and hit someone, we can try and do that with these. So here we go. C and V. Here we go. Pew, 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 pew. Oh, dude. No, oh wait, there we go. We actually got one. They're all shooting so high, but actually they're seeming to hit it occasionally. Okay, let's be real here, guys. These just aren't very accurate. That's all there is to it. They're not very accurate. But maybe if we aim downward here. Oh wait, you know what? We can actually hit them. There we go. That's actually hitting. That's fantastic. Here we go. Let's shoot these guys over here. And come on. Yeah, there we go. Oh, this is fantastic. This is great. Okay, and for our final mode of attack, we may have lost a leg here, but it's still a-okay. All we've got to do is press B, and we can activate our flamethrowers out front. We can hold it, and it is fantastic. Man, this thing is just stacked with all sorts of modes of attack. And now, I think it is time that we actually go on a killing spree here. So let's load up into our vehicle, and I think this is a perfect time to test our main mode of fighting, which is pressing F. Now we can go in and attack. So let's start walking towards these guys, and let's hope everything goes smooth. Okay, hey guys, how you doing there? Well, let's start shooting our flamethrowers. Flamethrowers are out. All of our flamethrowers are out. Now we're gonna shoot all of our cannons. All our close range rockets. How is that going? I bet it's going great. Okay, maybe it's not going so great. There's still 2 guys here. We still got another rocket, so let's try it out. Come on, there we go. Come on, take him down. Yeah, I got him. Perfect. And now all we gotta do is go back out there and finish taking these guys down. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Okay, so there may be a slight problem that we have run into. This may be unrepairable. look at that! It was repairable! Who would have thought that I could manage it? It's a miracle! It's an honest-to-God miracle. Now, I did actually forget to mention that there are still 3 more ways to attack with this weapon. Not 3 more ways. There are 3 more shots you can get off with one more method, which is using the ballistic cannons, which are all these 3 things right in the front right there, which if I shoot off right there, they go off crazy fast, but they are also really long range. So if we actually get out of here and try and take aim on this camp here, we're actually probably gonna go right over it because these things are crazy far range. So if we go ahead and try and shoot these things off, oh god, actually that kind of went straight down. But if we go ahead and shoot those off, pow! Oh my god, those are some crazy shots, which is super cool. But yeah, that's the walking sniper thingy-madoodle thing for ya, which was quite fantastic, if I must say so myself. Okay, guys, for our final creation of the day, we have a Ford truck. Now, this may be a little goofy and nothing crazy compared to the other things we've looked at today, but what makes this thing so cool is just the fact that it takes such good advantage of all of the new skin blocks in this game. I mean, look, we've already got the Ford logo right on the front, we've got 2 headlights, and we've got what looks to be an actual little truck here, which is super cool. We got even the 2 front seats right there, which is fantastic, as well as 3 back seats as well, and even the back cargo area with some tool boxes or whatever you call these little things that are always in these trucks. But we can go ahead and drive this thing around, which is also really good because it actually has really good off-road driving, and it can actually go off some pretty heavy things if we go up some inclines and whatnot. I mean, look at that. It's professional off-road. So good. It blows us away. Holy cow. It's so good. Now, while driving this guy, we actually have a few other options as well. There's not too much to it other than just driving around, but you can also go ahead and pop up the back wheels up and down. I guess this is like forward wheel drive or something. I don't really understand it. But if you press R, you can raise your back end up. And if you press Y, you can raise it down. I don't really know what purpose that holds, but I guess it's kind of neat as well. Now, this truck here definitely isn't one of the craziest things we've taken a look at, but it does take a really good advantage of the skin pack and whatnot, which is kind of what made me want to look at this thing because it just looked so cool. Not to mention it can drive along slowly and do what it does. Well, I kind of like it. It can kind of, I guess it goes uphill. God, this thing doesn't drive well at all, man. I don't know what I was thinking with this one. But guys, that is going to be where we are going to call it for today. I hope you did enjoy this little Besiege video, taking a look at some more crazy contraptions. If you want to see more of this, make sure to leave a like down below and tell me so in the comments as well. But for now, I hope you all did enjoy. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!